Hey friends, welcome back to Wendy's Resin Lab, where science meets creativity. And tonight we are thinking pink. Yes. What is more pink than Wendy's Resin Lab? Pink sparkles, pink shirt. Oh, there's a pink flamingo. All right. Tonight, flamingos are the name of the game. I have this flamingo mold and it has 12 flamingos. So we're going to try different techniques in the different flamingos and see how they turn out. I'm going to paint some. I saw a video where you could mix alcohol with your mica powder and paint, and it would just be a completely different look to it. And then we can mix in some pink. So we're going to make some flamingos, and we're also going to take this cute flamingo that I got at the Dollar Tree, and we are going to put him in his very own coaster. All right, let's get started. Pull up your chair.
Hey there, welcome in to Wendy's Resin Lab. Pull up the chair and stay a while. Hey there, we're glad you're here, so pull up the chair and stay a while.
A message in a bottle took 60 years to find someone. And when it finally did, it said, wear your nitrile gloves and respirator, 30-second song.
Okay, so our first set of 3 flamingos, I am just going to paint them with mica powder, just like we did the octopus. So I got to make sure that I get the sides coated and the bottom, and just get my mica powder all over the place in there. And it does leave a little bit of extra in the bottom, so once I get this painted like this, I'm gonna like tap it on a paper towel and knock out the extra. And it does use a lot of the mica powder doing it this way, but you can see it very clearly. It looks real good. So I don't have any complaints for what I've made with the mica powder like that, because you can see details real good, but you can see it kind of flipping up on there. So it gets a little bit everywhere. I can probably take some of this to the next flamingo with me. So everything in this top row is having the mica powder painted on. I'm sorry if my hand is getting in the way. You seeing, I still haven't figured out what is the exact angle that you guys need to be so that you can see everything and so that I can still reach to do everything. All right, so those first 3 have been painted with dry mica powder. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to knock out the excess mica powder there. And look how much excess is in there. That's a pretty good bit. Okay, so the next 3, I saw a technique. I saw this guy, he took some mica powder and he put it into a little paint dish, and he put a few drops of alcohol in it, and he mixed it up and painted with it. Now I don't have a little paint dish, but what I do have are these little silver spoons that I bought one time, so I think I'll just mix some up right here in this silver spoon, and I'm going to use this brush to paint them there. So make sure you can see that. So I'm going to take some of my mica powder with the brush, put it down in there, and he said it really doesn't take a whole lot of alcohol. He used a few drops, so I'm going to start with just a few drops. So let me get my alcohol. All right, I'm going to put 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops, and then I'm going to mix that up, and we're going to see how that does. Okay, I say that's a pretty good liquid paint consistency. Let me put the lid back on my alcohol so it doesn't evaporate. Okay, so let's get it. We're gonna paint. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Painting down in this right here. I'm gonna paint up the sides. I can already tell it's less messy, but is it gonna have the same coverage? That's what I'm wondering about. Hey, fun fact, did you know that a lot of pink animals like shrimp, probably not shrimp, roseate spoonbills and pelicans, they get their color from the food that they eat. They eat a lot of krill and shrimp, and they get the pink color from the exoskeleton of what they're eating. So, fun fact for you about pelicans. And it seems like I have used up my entire collection of paint, so I'm going to have to make some more. I'll speed this up for you.
You stood by the water like you own the whole sky. One pink leg folded like you had all night. Your beak cut the morning like a match in the dark. And everybody turned when you made your mark. Oh, you don't rush, you just sway. Head high in your own parade. Flamingo, flamingo, teach me how to glow. Flamingo, flamingo, pink from head to toe. You don't beg, you don't bend, you just lean and go. Flamingo, flamingo, I wanna move like you do.
Okay, so I just mixed up some clear resin and I'm pouring it into the first three flamingos that we painted with dry mica powder, and then the second set of three we painted with alcohol mica powder, and didn't quite have enough in that cup, so I think I had to get some more. And I was going to I poured clear into the next one down with the pink holographic. And then I had to mix in other things for these others to have them mix in. So I did hearts with one. I did random objects with one. They were pink. And then I mixed up some hot pink mica, and I just did the last three flamingos with hot pink. Now for the coaster pour, I put diamonds around the edge, and I just put some clear resin around the edge just to hold those diamonds in place. And then I mixed up some whitish pearlescent white, and I just filled that in the middle. And then I wanted to take my flamingo and press her down, or him down, into the pearlescent white. And then I took these little pink beads that I had and put them down in there with them. I had a little salt shaker with some pink shimmer, and some pink glitter, and I just kind of filled them all in. And then I had to let this sit for a day so I could put a clear layer over top. You're right, it is time for some lab results on our bee keychain. Super, super cute. Clarity, I give it a point. The surface is great. There's some teeny tiny bubbles there, but I don't think they're even big enough to make a big deal out of. There's no color in it, so the color blending is okay. The edge quality is good. The structure is good. It is balanced, and it is a little complex. So I'm going to say 10 out of 10 for our bee keychain. Yay! All right. And that brings us to this one. Okay, so what started out as a flower didn't make it as a flower. I'm not quite sure. It's got some kind of indentation right here in the middle, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. So I don't know. That's going to be more practice, but clarity, I mean, it's still pretty clear. You can see in it. The surface, I'm not going to give it a point because it's got that dented in surface, but the other side is fabulous. I mean, you could use this as a coaster. You just use this side. The color or bubbles, I don't see any bubbles. Color blending, I'll give it that point. The edge quality is really neat. I mean, look at these edges. They look really neat. The structure of it, it is sort of flat on one side and not the other. Maybe we'll give it a half for that. Balance, and complexity. It was a pretty complex design, but this didn't work out. So I say that we are going to give it, let's give it a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. It's a 75. It's okay. It's still a C. Okay. Hey, pink ladies, you ready for a flamingo reveal? Here we go. I'm not going to talk during this reveal because I got a song for you, pink ladies.